Welcome to Steelfest, welcome to Finland. This time we have some of the most legendary bands from Brazilian extreme metal scene. Now previously you've seen some other bands, now it's time Holocausto. One of the originators of war metal, which we'll explain in a bit. But first, these guys at Steelfest will introduce the people of the hour. Sir, please state your name and your role.
My name is Valério Exterminator, fundador da banda, letrista, guitarrista, que compôs todas as músicas do estilo war metal da banda desde 1985.
Valério is the original member of band, and he is for him all lyrics, all compositions, all fast style, you know, all the albums that have the style war metal was with Valério since 85.
Since 85.
Yeah.
And please, sir, who are you?
My name is Márcio Jameson. I'm the drummer. Yeah. I live in the south of Brazil at this moment. I don't live in Belo Horizonte no more. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you also play in other bands.
I play Sex Trash. I stay almost 3 years with Sex Trash. I did a really big European tour in 2024, I think. I played here in Finland, but at Turku Satanás.
Yeah,
no?
there we saw you live.
Yeah.
All right, it's time to go back to the roots of war metal.
Vamos voltar para as raízes do war metal.
A lot of people obviously know war metal as it is today, something different like black metal and death metal in the kinds of blasphemy and the like. But we all know that it started before that with bands like Holocausto.
Yeah.
How did you start this metal de guerra? How do I pronounce it?
Ele disse que tem um monte de banda tipo Blasphemy, um monte de bandas que são conhecidas hoje por fazerem war metal e usam esse rótulo. Mas ele sabe que esse rótulo está lá atrás do campo de extermínio, a primeira vez que foi usado. O Holocausto criou esse rótulo. Como que foi isso?
Então, o Rodrigo tinha fascinação com guerra, fazer coleção de aviões de guerra e coisa e tal.
O guitarrista?
Isso. E nós todos amávamos as bandas de punk de São Paulo. Ratos de Porão, Brigada do Ódio, Olho Seco. Então a gente queria falar de algo real. A gente não queria criar demônios, bruxas, a gente queria falar de algo real. Naquele momento, algo real era a guerra. Do contrário, seríamos apenas uma banda de punk, não apenas uma banda de punk, né? Mas enfim, falaríamos do dia a dia nosso? Não. Então falar de guerra era algo real.
Tá, respira aí.
Uh-huh.
First pause. All original members loved the war, you know, all the history about the first war, second war, you know, and have a collection of tanks and all things. And they start, they don't want to speak about the fantasy, like demons or, you know, they want to speak about the real things.
Real horrors.
Nothing is more real than the war.
Concentration camps and all.
Yeah, all people love the history about war and start writing about the war. You know?
Now, of course, this Cogumelo scene was very important, bringing you all the bands together. How it exactly happened?
A Cogumelo foi muito importante para manter todas essas primeiras bandas juntos, né? Como que foi que isso aconteceu, das bandas saírem juntos e estar junto com a Cogumelo fazer isso acontecer?
Então, Belo Horizonte é uma cidade, sempre foi extremamente religiosa.
Belo Horizonte was a city with a lot of religion, a lot of churches.
E, de repente, uma cidade como essa percebe qualquer tipo de movimentação contrária à religião.
And the people started looking, the people that are against the religion.
Então, na Cogumelo, nós nos encontrávamos todos os dias, os cabeludos iam para lá com suas roupas pretas.
Yeah, the Cogumelo was a store, and all people that listen heavy metal, all the headbangers, local headbangers, meet there all days, all the people that listen heavy metal stayed together.
A princípio íamos lá para poder escutar as músicas de bandas gringas, né? Porque não existia importação. Então a Cogumelo tinha discos, nós íamos lá para esperar fechar o horário da Cogumelo ou aos sábados para escutar músicas de bandas que a gente jamais imaginou que um dia teria contato.
Yeah, in the 83, 84 was really not easy to take material to listen in Brazil, you know. So all them got to the Cogumelo to listen, because it was a store, of course, have all the releases of the world, and they got to there to listen heavy metal, the new bands, you know.
Entre esses vários cabeludos surgiu a banda Overdose, a primeira banda de heavy metal junto com Sagrado Inferno.
Yeah, the first band was Overdose, you know, is beside of Sepultura, no? Overdose and Sagrado Inferno was two first bands in Belo Horizonte.
Na sequência, os meninos naquela época, 13, 14, 15 anos, o Sepultura.
It's time all the guys was 15 years old.
So very young.
Yeah, very young.
Começaram também a fazer o barulho, que realmente o que eles faziam era um barulho.
Yeah, started together with Sepultura, make a lot of noise, only noise. You know?
Yeah. Now, early on, your music, especially the first album, is very much like kind of a dirty thrash metal, pure thrash, not so much death metal. So, what inspired you? Which bands were there to, hey, we want to play something like this?
O Campo de Extermínio, ele não tem uma influência death metal nem black metal, ele tem uma música própria. Quais as bandas que te influenciaram para compor?
Celtic Frost, Hellhammer, Possessed, Sodom, primeiro e segundo discos do Sodom.
First and second Sodom.
Ratos de Porão. Eu falei ontem aquela banda Slaughter.
Punk hardcore?
Principalmente essas, bandas de hardcore.
Yeah, these bands, Valério listened to these bands,
Yeah.
was the first influence.
So, of course, a lot of people outside, I mean, on the other side of camera, know bands like Sepultura the most because it's so much bigger. But they were like you, Holocausto, Mystifier, Sarcophago, and probably some other bands we're not as familiar with. What I'm asking here is how well you get along with these other bands. Was the scene like one big family, or was it more like, you know, different small bands and parties?
Era todo mundo unido lá no início,
Entendi.
todo mundo junto, entendeu? Ou era meio separado?
Nós, daquela geração, a gente sempre coloca a palavra união como o principal fator de tudo ter dado certo em Belo Horizonte. Porque não só entre os músicos havia união, mas também entre os fãs de metal. A união sempre faz a força, sempre a união faz a diferença. Então a união foi tudo naquele momento, todos nós éramos unidos. Havia sim uma pequena discórdia entre Sepultura e Sarcófago por questões desnecessárias, mas de adolescentes.
Yeah, the union was the principal factor that all things is come good, you know. Sorry for the English, man. All people was really with a union scene, the bands and the fans, you know. The only trouble was with Sepultura and Sarcófago, but I think that history all people knows in the world. I know.
Yeah.
Knows or no?
I guess a lot of people know.
Yeah,
a
the
lot
trouble
of it.
with Sarcófago Sepultura is the only. All other bands stay all time together, working together. This is important.
Dividimos ensaios, né? O Holocausto ensaiava com Chacal, então havia troca de instrumentos, quem não tinha instrumento emprestava para o outro, a união era fundamental para que a coisa acontecesse.
The bands divided the rehearsals and take some instruments, some guitar or bass, you know, because some people don't have a guitar, you know, but all people use all. you know.
After first album, which is kind of a dirtier, Holocausto went, I say, a lot cleaner. Suddenly, clean vocals, reminding me of bands like Suicidal Tendencies or Violence. So it's like almost like a different band in a way. What made you change your style so much, kind of less noisy and more clean?
Depois do Campo de Extermínio, né?
Entendi.
Então o Holocausto começou a fazer uma música, acho que ele não tá ligado que tu saiu, né?
Isso.
Depois que saiu o Campo de Extermínio, ficou tudo mais limpo, ficou mais experimental. Como que isso aconteceu?
Em 1988, já tínhamos encaminhado várias músicas para gravar um novo disco, na mesma sequência que Campo de Extermínio.
In 88, they had a lot of songs to release the second album in the same style of Campo de Extermínio.
Então houve um desentendimento entre a minha pessoa e o vocalista, porque eu não queria mais ensaiar de segunda a segunda.
So was a little trouble in the singer, between singer and Valério, about some things about the rehearsals, you know? Was a trouble?
Assim que aconteceu esse problema, ele disse que ou eu ensaiava aos sábados também, que é o dia que eu não queria ensaiar, ou eu sairia da banda.
Yeah, let me think. So the trouble was about the days of the rehearsal, you know. So the band want make the rehearsal at the weekdays, not the weekend, you know. And so the singer, o vocalista, the singer, we rehearse only at the weekend. And Valério, I am out. No? Eu tô fora, o Valério falou.
Isso. E como eu sou muito personalidade forte, ninguém vai mudar o que eu penso, o que eu desejo. Então eu preferi sair da banda, ou me tiraram da banda, enfim. Na minha saída, eles tentaram vários guitarristas.
Valério Exterminator don't want to move the days, you know, to change the days. So he prefer get out of Holocaust. And so the band stayed with a lot of other guitar players, but without Valério Exterminator, you know, the sound changed, you know.
Yeah.
O erro maior deles foi que cada guitarrista que entrava trazia a influência dele. E pelo jeito, nenhum deles tinha a influência que eu tinha.
They use a lot of different guitar players, but all guitar players had different influence, you know, but nobody with the same influences of Valério, like all bands that Hellhammer, Celtic Frost, Slaughter, you know.
Yeah.
Com isso, o estilo da banda foi mudando, né? De crossover, técnico trash e industrial de merda.
Yeah, the sound of the band changed for a shit.
Yeah, it changed so much.
Basically this one.
Dos águas deísmo.
Yeah.
But now,
So do you know, the war metal was used the first time in the Campo de Extermínio album.
exactly, that's what I mean, because nowadays war metal doesn't have
we create.
It doesn't have really the sound of what you did. It sounds more like they're putting death metal and black metal together, whereas you guys have this strong thrash metal thing.
Yeah.
So what do you feel about this word war metal when it doesn't even sound like what you guys do?
Como tu se sentiu que depois que tu saiu, tu criou o estilo war metal? Depois que tu saiu, como tu se sentiu em relação ao som que a banda mudou?
Até arrepiei aqui agora.
Not good feelings.
Because there was this guy from Germany who wants to release war metal, but mostly very different from like music of yours. And he was saying like, okay, this Holocausto guy, he wanted to do that music and give that war metal name, but it sounds very different, whereas yours like this powerful black thrash, very old school, and these new bands sound like very different. They don't have anything to do with whatever you started creating.
Então, como é que tu sentiu? O que tu sentiu da música que ficou diferente, né? Depois de ter criado toda aquela banda foda e que aqui na Alemanha, em toda a Europa, o pessoal cultua, né?
Eu sou uma pessoa extremamente corpo e alma. Tudo que eu entro para fazer o meu melhor.
Valério, in all your projects, he give your best, you know.
Quando me tiraram da banda, minha frustração foi tão grande que eu parei de escutar, parei de ir aos shows, parei de ir a Cogumelo.
After Valério get out of Holocausto, he stopped to listen to the band.
Okay. How is it to play all these songs now, more than 40 years later, when the band was created?
Como que tu te sente tocando agora, 40 anos depois, as mesmas músicas?
Que eu ainda posso dar muito mais, eu tenho que recuperar o tempo que eu fiquei ausente, eu cobro muito isso de mim, eu fiquei 16 anos ausente, o Holocausto se esvaiu nisso aí, e eu tenho que recuperar o nome do Holocausto, e estou recuperando, junto agora com meu amigo Márcio.
He stated have a little frustration about these years that the band lost the name War Metal, you know. But at this moment, he feels really strong to keep the legacy, you know, with me playing the drum, you know. You have a lot of bullets to use in your metralhadora.
How much you play live these days? Are there lots of gigs outside Brazil for Holocausto?
Como tu te sente tocando fora do Brasil agora com o Holocausto?
É o começo de muita coisa que ainda vamos fazer juntos, né? Rodar o mundo mostrando o verdadeiro War Metal do Holocausto. É uma missão minha e que eu não vou sossegar enquanto não for fechada.
Is the second time of Holocausto in Europe. They played one time in Berlin, I think, and last night was the second time. And we have a project, we have a mission to, at this moment, play in all Europe, playing in the USA, playing in the South America, Latin America, you know. We have our agent here, you know. The mission is play worldwide. This is the mission at this moment.
Well, this leads me to the next question. As you get older, having, how to say, late night parties, alcohol, maybe other substances, and doing those trips, it must be so much more consuming, harder than what it was when you were young. How do you prepare for all these, how to say, heavy nights?
Man, the last 35 years was really fucking heavy, you know, with all of shit, you know, drugs, total drugs, alcohol, and fighting, trouble. But at this moment, the band have really a focus, you know, the focus, and we don't use no more drugs, and only a little bit of alcohol, you know. So Valério is 61 years old, yeah? 61 years old.
That's what I mean. It's getting harder.
And me, 51 years old, you know?
Hey, 51 this year as well.
But we can't drink a lot of beer all days, you know? All nights. So at this moment, with the alcohol, we go a little bit more slow, you know? We keep...
Moderate.
Yeah. We keep keepers. But no like the old years,
yes,
you know?
Of course.
Entendeu,
now, there has been a lot of lineup changes, and of course, Holocausto is not the original one. If it was possible to have the original Holocausto lineup for the gigs, would you like to have it?
Totalmente impossível.
Impossible. Oh, understand the English? Impossible.
But if it would be possible, what if there was like some way, like, you know, I don't know, things went for different ways?
Ele quer saber o porquê que é possível.
Sim, eu acredito que as pessoas elas podem até mudar a forma de agir, mas a essência delas se mantém. E a essência de alguns integrantes do Holocausto me mantém distante deles.
It's like a personal thing, you know. Some people can't stay together, you know.
Yes.
It's not the same ideas,
Yeah.
I think. And then other members keeping with the same ideas, you know. It's not the same idea of Valeria Exterminator. So it's impossible. They don't want a relationship. you know?
Yeah.
Relationship, no way.
Why I am asking is this because last year when Sarcophago was playing here, then there were people who were complaining it's not the same band because there's that member missing or that member is not in the band. And what I'm asking here is, do you also get like, it's not real Holocausto because there is not that person or there is not that guy or...
But you know, normally you don't listen to this one.
Yeah, of course.
Normally, all people, all crowd here stay all time taking pictures, you know, with me, you know. So I think that the Valeria Exterminator is the main figure, figura. The main figure, this is the face of the Holocaust. I think that Valeria Exterminator playing in Holocaust is the original Holocaust.
Yeah, of course.
You know?
Of course. So what kind of relations you have with the fans? I mean, before you answer, there are always bands who are like, oh yeah, we don't want to go with the band member or fans. And then, okay, like, let's sign and let's take photos. How do you feel when people are like, hey, can we take a picture? Can you give autograph to my CD or vinyl?
Como que é a tua relação com o som?
Todos os contatos que eu coloco na divulgação de lançamentos, camisas, seja o que for, eu nunca coloco, o Márcio talvez não vai gostar, o Facebook ou o Instagram, eu coloco o meu telefone, o meu WhatsApp. Eu quero contato deles comigo. Isso eu não abro mão.
Our release of Holocaust at the moment, Valerio do made hand, you know? The merchandise that you buy here, the official merchandise,
Yeah.
Valerio did with your hands, you know? And all material don't have the Facebook or Instagram, have your personal mobile. The relationship with the fans is direct.
Like face to face.
Yeah. All people have your number, your telephone number, you know?
Yeah.
And normally when you play, we stay all time beside of the merchandise place, you know?
So people can come to you and like, hey, take photo.
Always.
Okay.
As pessoas podem vir tirar foto com a gente normalmente não fica no backstage. We don't stay at the backstage all the time, we stay with the crowd. Last night was, like the last night, we stay all time in the outside with the people, take a lot of pictures.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Now, one thing.
Man, listen to me. For why you have a band, if you don't will share with the people,
That's a good point.
why?
Yeah.
You know, some people said, hey man, I listened to Campo de Extermínio 1,000 times, changed my moments, my life, you know. Man, this is really, really great.
Yes, I agree.
You need to listen to this, you know. It's very important, I think. So, we know that some bands stay all time only backstage, but it's not the way of Holocaust too.
There are lots of those bands.
Yeah.
Now, I think personally, I might be wrong, but I'm thinking this has a lot of the thing which we know as Brazilian passion. Everybody knows, come to Brazil. Everybody like, oh, Brazilian people are the greatest, the craziest audience right there, like when it comes to seeing the bands. So is it like that? Is it like when bands come to Brazil and you're like, oh, crazy and...
I think that is because the Brazilian people have this
Big heart.
you know. Give him a hug, man. Hey, man, you know. I don't know if it's because it's hot or maybe the people stay all time happy. Look, we have corruption, we have violence, we have a lot of poor people, you know.
Yeah.
But we keep happy. We keep fighting, you know.
That is something that actually I find very inspiring, that we know about favelas, we know about corruption, we know that there's some shitty politics in Brazil.
Yeah.
But whenever we see pictures of Brazilian people, when I meet Brazilian people, I
Yeah.
always, you seem happy and you're like, fuck off that sadness and shitty things.
Yeah.
You keep the flame alive in a way.
I think that this style of the Brazilian people, acho que é o estilo do povo brasileiro. Tem dificuldade, tem corrupção, tem um monte de coisa, mas a gente continua feliz e lutando.
Como falamos, né? Brasileiro é guerreiro.
Yeah, the Brazilian people is warrior.
Lutamos dia a dia por qualquer pequena conquista.
Yeah, we fight all day, you know.
E já estamos acostumados com isso, então ninguém vai nos mudar.
Yeah. Nobody will change us, you know. Keep fighting all days with a little bit of happiness, why not?
I think that is very different from, like, for example, Nordic countries.
Yeah.
We tend to be more grim and dark. You think about Norwegian or Finnish or Swedish black metal, always like, oh, it's cold and grim and all that stuff. But you always seem happy, even when your religion, church, Catholic church, is always like, don't do that, don't do that, don't do this. And you somehow manage to fuck off. How do you fight the Catholic religion?
Aqui os caras têm esse lance do frio, né? São mais fechados. E nós não temos isso aí. Mas tem muita religião lá no nosso país, né, cara? E dificuldades e como que lida com isso aí. Acho que acaba virando influência, né?
Com certeza, a gente usa o que nos agride para respondê-los de forma artística, com música. Né? Eu ainda vivi um pouco dos resquícios da ditadura, então a gente não podia expor tantas coisas. A forma que a gente achou de dar um retorno para o governo, seja o que for, foi através da música.
Valério lived in the last days of the dictatorship. Ditadura, como é ditadura? Dictatorship, you know, was a really hard times in Brazil, you know. And so all the aggression of the military, the bands use the same aggression to expression form, you know, and put this in the music too.
Was it hard when religion was like, I don't know, guarding or watching that you don't do things like blasphemy or mock Jesus or stuff like that? We know that Catholic Church can be really, I don't know, aggressive in a way.
O que tu pensa dessa imposição que a igreja, né, que a igreja coloca contra nós e que a gente acaba agredindo eles também da mesma forma? É uma pergunta meio antirreligiosa, enfim. O que tu pensa de toda essa imposição que a igreja católica bota lá no Brasil? A igreja católica, evangélica, todos cristãos, né?
Difícil entender o que eles querem com essa atitude, mas o que eles estão tendo é o retorno daqueles que não vão se calar diante das imposições deles.
It's not easy to understand what they want with this imposition, but all things that they will want is our opposition to, you know.
How do you feel nowadays Brazilian extreme metal scene as opposed to when you were young?
O que tu acha da cena atual do Brasil?
Várias bandas dos anos 80 retornaram. E isso sempre dá mais fortalecimento e acaba influenciando as bandas, né, que estão para nascer, resgatar o legado dos anos 80.
A lot of bands from the 80 years is backing. This is really good because the old bands will stay together with the new bands. This is really good.
Bandas como Overdose, Vulcano, Holocausto, Sex Trash, Chacal, Divine Death, várias bandas estão de volta à cena. Isso aí resgata o que foi deixado, o legado que foi feito, e que os novos possam se inspirar no que deu certo.
Yeah, a lot of bands that Valério tells us, and this is a good thing for the new bands inspired too, you know.
What plans you have for Holocausto now? You mentioned 61, so maybe there is not 30 years of time anymore, but at least let's say 10. What else you are planning to do except go to do these shows in Europe or United States?
Yeah.
Invadir o mundo inteiro.
Yeah, invade the world. I don't know if you can say, but I will say, our plans is maybe a USA tour with Alex. Maybe, I can't say, you know, maybe a South American tour, like 16 concerts. The next year, right, Campo de Extermínio
40 anos.
will be 40 years old. Our plan is a European tour, maybe 30 concerts, 22 concerts like this one. And we had Australia, 5 concerts.
Nice.
Yeah, and Asia, 9 concerts. So this is the plan. I think that I have a lot of things.
Very good. Very
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Não era para falar.
If there was one band, any band, live or dead, if you could choose to do tour with, which band would that be?
Que banda, mesmo que tenha ou que já acabou, que tu gostaria de fazer uma turnê junto?
Putz. Porra, caralho.
Not the easy
I
question.
love you, SOD.
SOD.
Yeah,
Why? It's a great band, but why?
SOD.
Por que o SOD?
Aqueles marches, nunca vi nada igual, cara. O que é aquilo?
You know, the mosh.
Yeah.
The mosh parts,
Yeah,
Valério
yes.
liked so much this part.
Speak English or die.
Yeah.
É!
fuck me.
That was a joke here. All right.
So I want make a tour with Crisium.
Crisium.
Are my heroes.
from Brazil, Crisium.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, good band too.
It will be wonderful make a tour with Crisium, you know.
All right, that would be awesome. Okay, before we wrap things up, what kind of tip, what kind of guidance you would tell someone who is making the next big, important Brazilian band?
Qual que tu acha
novas
que
bandas,
é
né?
as novas bandas que são
Nós são tantas bandas boas surgindo no Brasil a todo tempo, de todos os estilos. Bandas de war
is a
metal,
lot of bands in Brazil all time coming, you know.
bandas de war metal como Platoon, Violator já é conhecido, né? Creio eu bastante. São muitas bandas, é difícil agora pensar.
It's a lot of
como você
bands,
diria.
but Platoon, Violator, a lot of bands. I listen a lot of Brazilian bands. I really like the Brazilian songs. The death metal, I really like bands like. It's not good say the bands because normally you forget your neighbor, you know.
Yeah.
But Sanctifier, Malefactor, Headhunter DC, Torture Squad, Oligarquia, Abhorrence, Ophiolatry, Rebellion, Crisium, of course, Horror Chamber, Exterminate, a lot of new bands, really.
Okay.
I listen a lot of bands.
So if there is a new band, you could help out, like, don't do this or do that. What would you say to these new bands?
Que conselho tu dá? É um conselho, né?
Sim.
Que conselho que tu dá pra...
Consejo?
Sim, um conselho que tu dá pra... O que tem que fazer, o que não tem que fazer. Que conselho tu daria para as novas bandas?
Se você pensa numa banda só como hobby, escolha os seus melhores amigos.
If you want to play in a band only for fun, take your best friends.
Se você pensa numa banda como uma pequena empresa, empreendedorismo, né? Escolha as pessoas mais competentes.
If you think in a band like a
Como negócio,
business,
carreira.
make another choice. Take the best peoples.
That's a very good advice,
se
actually.
você pensa em ambos, né, o hobby e o empreendedorismo, tente separar isso. É meu amigo, mas não é uma pessoa empreendedora. É um empreendedor, mas não é de minha confiança. E vai testando e ver o que vai dar.
Yeah, the best way is the both, you know?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Of
but
course.
it's not easy.
Yeah, it's not easy. It's hard to say, like, you're a good guy, but you suck as a guitar
Yeah,
player.
yeah.
All right.
I hope that I stay a lot of time.
But what would be your tip? What kind of guidance you would tell to the younger audience? Like, if there's some young drummer, hey, I like you, how you play. What can you tell this guy? Like, what should they do?
Man, I think that the best way is start the things when you is young, you know? Because in Brazil have a lot of people that have two sons, I have a lot of responsibilities. It's not easy. In Brazil, it's not easy to play in an extreme band with a family with responsibility, you know? So I think that if you don't have a wife, if you don't have sons, man, get out of Brazil, come to the Europe. I think that this is a good way.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Play hard, work hard. This is the way, I think.
Yes, I totally agree with the work hard, please part. Now the last question. There are people in the audience who are like, okay, I hear about this band now for the first time. What should I start with? And now you cannot say the first album. What other stuff they should start with the except the debut album?
Não entendi, cara.
¿Qué álbum para una persona nueva?
Sí.
¿Qué álbum les recomiendas para que empiecen que no sea el primer disco?
Bueno, se tu vai recomendar para alguma pessoa que está começando, que não seja o primeiro disco, que disco tu recomendaria para a pessoa ouvir?
Da minha banda, do Holocausto?
Não.
Holocausto.
Holocausto, but not the first.
Yeah, not the first.
Não pode ser o primeiro.
Eu entendi.
Qual álbum do Holocausto que tu indica para ouvir?
No Holocausto, duas coisas aconteceram de forma muito engraçada. O álbum War Metal Massacre é considerado por todos uma continuidade da coletânea Warfare Noise.
Yeah, the album... Which album?
O álbum War Metal Massacre,
War
lançado
Metal
pela Nuclear War Now, que é a mesma formação do compilation Warfare Noise.
War Metal Massacre album, all people say that is the continuation of the Campo de Extermínio.
Da mesma formação, principalmente.
Is the same lineup, you know? They back
Yeah,
all together,
yes.
yes.
Que foi lançado em 2016, ou seja, de 86 até 2016.
Yeah, was released in 2016.
Por outro lado, Diário de Guerra, lançado pela Nuclear War Now em 2017, traz a mesma formação do Campo de Extermínio. É considerado como uma continuidade do Campo de Extermínio.
But Diário de Guerra album have the same lineup of the Campo de Extermínio. So maybe this is the
All right.
most important. But
eu vou indicar Batismo de Fogo, porque ali Valério Exterminator está à frente, sem ter pessoas desagradáveis por perto.
But Batismo de Fogo is the main album because Valério was alone, put all the war metal ideas without shit of people around.
Yeah.
E eu consegui juntar duas pessoas magníficas. O Rafão, The Trigger, no baixo, e que nunca tinha cantado, eu percebi que tinha uma voz maravilhosa.
They take two important guys, the bass player, como o nome?
Rafão, The
Rafão,
Trigger,
The Trigger,
Bass and Vocals.
yeah, bass and vocals.
E o Manfredo, o War Tank, um baterista exímio de Belo Horizonte, que também passou a cantar. Apesar de você ter tido uma experiência com o canto numa banda dele.
And Manfredo, War Tank, was the drummer. Both guys was really important.
Então, Batismo de Fogo realmente traz o resgate do Holocausto dos anos 80,
Batismo
uma bateria estrondosa do Manfredo. Então, os três cantam. Então, eu aconselho Batismo de Fogo, lançado pela minha gravadora Warcore Records.
Batismo de Fogo have the old school style of Holocaust, but with a new aggressive level, you know, on the drums, with the three guys singing, you know. Was released for the
Warcore Records.
Warcore Records, and Batismo de Fogo is the album that Valério
All right.
recommend.
The way I ask this is that now you people on the other side of the screen, you're hopefully checking out the music and you're taking notes on the links in the description box, which gets us to the page, to the band, and hopefully some musical samples and all that stuff. So do your homework, listen to the music by the band, and of course, when you have the possibility, go to see them live. This is Stillfest 2026. This is Holocausto. We thank you for your time and stay metal.
Fucking English. Speak English or die. Thank you, man. Thank you so fucking much, man.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you for your paintings.
Hey, let's take photos.
Fantastic. Oh,
Obrigado.
yeah.
Sorry for the English.
No, it was just fine. I'll take the mics and then let's take a quick photos.
Okay.
Magnet is